Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and in today's video we've got some Google Pixel 9 Pro accessories from Rhinoshield. We've got their solid suitcase along with a screen protector. We've got it in the shell beige and also in the black variant, so of course as always, let's take a look. Okay guys, so here we have the case itself. I'm going to start off with the black variant. Now the solid suit for the Pixel 9 Pro comes in at around $44.99, and that is with the MagSafe option. You can of course get it without MagSafe if you wanted to, but I really think MagSafe definitely adds to cases with Android phones moving forward. However, the standard case comes in at $29.99, which of course isn't too bad price wise. It's not the cheapest, it's not the most expensive, it falls somewhere kind of in the middle there. So going around the features of the actual case itself, as you can see here, you've got a pretty standard case design with the Rhinoshield solid suitcase. Now you do have those MagSafe magnets on the inside like I mentioned, you've got the ring and also the downward alignment magnet, plus a ton of protection on the inside when it comes to the drop protection side of things. And although we've got the black and also the beige variant, because it's Rhinoshield you can also design your own or use their design studio to get a ton of different designs as well. Which is a good thing because this particular model here picks up a ton of fingerprints. Now on the inside, as you can see here, you do have the Rhinoshield branding very subtly just on the side here, and then you've then got the buttons for the power button, volume up and down, nothing on the other side whatsoever. Now the little bit of disappointing thing with the buttons we'll get onto a little bit later in the video. Down the bottom you've got your cutout for the USB-C and speaker, and then at the top you've got your microphone hole as well here, so you've got a ton of cutouts and everything that you need in regards to getting up and running with your Google Pixel 9 Pro. Then of course we've got the beige variant here, and this personally is going to be my favourite out of the two. Now when it comes to the button side of things here, as you can see here, the buttons are actually built into the case itself, which if you've ever used any Rhinoshield products before, maybe for the iPhone for example, you'll know that this isn't normally the way that it goes. One of the best things for me for the Rhinoshield case, especially for the iPhone, is the fact that it's super customizable. You can take out all of the buttons, the volume button, power button, action button, and replace them with any color that you want to. And you just can't do that with the Pixel 9 Pro case. However, on the website it still has an installation section and mentions that the buttons will come separately packaged and you can install them yourself, which of course isn't the case. So when it comes to the customization side of things, a little bit disappointing when it comes to the Pixel line of cases compared to something from the iPhone. But let's face it guys, a lot of companies are really only interested in iPhone accessories because they bring in the most amount of money. However, back to the solid suitcase here for the Pixel 9 Pro, and buttons aside, the case itself is still offering a ton of protection for a pretty good price tag. And I've always said that the MagSafe side of things on the Rhinoshield cases are some of the strongest, so hopefully that's going to be the same here with the Pixel 9 Pro variant of the case. Now it also adds MagSafe to your phone, so again in regards to battery banks, wallets, chargers, nightstands, car stands, you've got a ton of MagSafe accessories that this case now allows you to use. Now the case also fits extremely well on the 9 Pro. Now it does add a little bit of bulk to the actual device itself. You can kind of see here, if you look at the back side of things here, it kind of rounds off the squarish design of the Pixel 9 Pro, mainly to allow for the magnet side of things, but it also means then that the camera housing around the back doesn't necessarily stick out and protrude as much as it normally does with the Pixel without a case at all. So around the back here you can see that you've got a ton of protection. There is a little bit of a gap there, so I'm not sure if sort of dirt, debris or lint is going to get in there, but as you can see it kind of flattens off the back side of things here when it comes to the Pixel 9 Pro. So if you're going to have it flat on a table for example, while there isn't really much wobble anyway, it's going to eliminate pretty much any wobble that you've got with the 9 Pro. Now it does also offer a ton of lay on the table protection as well, although one thing that I would say, you can kind of see the air bubble there, it sometimes does affect the screen protector side of things as well, and we'll get onto the screen protector a little bit later on in this video. But if you don't have a screen protector installed, you're still going to get a ton of protection if you're going to be placing the phone face side down, which again is kind of the whole point of having a more solid case like this. You've also got a section here for a lanyard if you want to use one, and you've got the access down the bottom here for your USB-C speaker and microphone, and I've had no issues at all with a ton of different USB-C cables, along with a tiny hole at the very top there, again for the microphone side of things. Now the buttons on this case are also pretty clicky and tactile, especially when it comes to the volume up and down side of things. Now for some reason the power button is a little bit stiffer. It did sort of loosen up over time and still feels really nice, but maybe not as good as it does with the volume up and down side of things. Again, quick access to the camera still works completely fine though. So overall the case itself looks and feels pretty good, but again we've then got the MagSafe ring and the downward alignment magnet on the back side of things here, so how does that hold up? Well, I've got my Android MagSafe wallet as you can see here, which of course is linked in the description down below, and placing it on, it kind of does the job. It goes on fine, it aligns okay, it feels pretty secure overall. I don't necessarily think it's going to be going anywhere, and again, it kind of just holds up with Rhinoshield cases having some of the best MagSafe magnets available. Now you've got a little notch here, so if I kind of wiggle this around, you can see that it does move ever so slightly, but you can also see the pressure that I'm putting on the actual wallet here in regards to moving it. So yeah, it is going to move if you kind of force it to do so. However, general taking it in and out of your pocket, for example, or in general using any sort of MagSafe accessories like battery banks or car chargers, then the phone isn't going to be going anywhere. Now though, back to that lay on the table and that air bubble that you can see here. So like I mentioned, I do have the Rhinoshield screen protector on the device, so it's made by Rhinoshield for their cases, but still the actual fit of the case comes up a little bit too far and unfortunately does affect screen protectors. Now I've also done it with another screen protector that I tried as well, more of a sort of cheaper generic one, but it's not great to see that you've got the same company making two different products that are meant to be for this one device, and unfortunately they're not very compatible, which is a little bit of a disappointment. I kind of think that just in general with Rhinoshield and the solid suit case here, they're much more fitted and they care maybe a little bit more when it comes to the iPhone side of things than they do any other accessory for any other device, which is a little bit disappointing to see. And speaking of screen protectors, we then have the Impact Protector from Rhinoshield again for the Pixel 9 Pro. Now this screen protector comes in at $24.99, so a pretty reasonable price overall, but what exactly we're going to be getting here, and just in general how good is it going to be on the device. Now we also know that it maybe doesn't play too well with the actual solid suit case from Rhinoshield, but how's the actual protection side of things, case aside? So what do you get inside the packaging and what do you get with the screen protector side of things? Now that $24.99 is only going to be getting you one screen protector. So you've only got one chance at doing this. You can't mess this up, you can't get it wrong. Yes, you can technically lift it up and reapply it down, for example, but that can only really be done once. So it's kind of a one and done situation. Again, for $24.99, which isn't maybe the best in terms of overall value. We've then got the installation kit just here as well. So this should have everything that you need in regards to getting your screen protector installed. So hopefully wet wipes, dry wipes, squeegee, all of that sort of stuff as well. And straight off the bat, again, a little bit disappointed here. You do have some guide alignment stickers in regards to getting that perfect fit when it comes to the screen protector, because there's no sort of insulation tray that it comes with, unfortunately. You do then have a very small, minimal microfiber cloth, again with a little tiny bit of Rhinoshield branding on there as well. So again, in regards to getting any dust, lint, or fingerprints off the screen, this is going to come in quite handy. And then you have a larger dust removal sticker, because again, the one thing that ruins screen protector installations is the dust side of things. And then we've got the squeegee. Now, as you can see here, straight off the bat, we've got no sort of wet wipe, no alcohol wipe whatsoever, which is not amazing when it comes to installing a screen protector, especially when you've only got one go at doing it. Now, I am going to get the screen protector installed off camera because, again, you've only got one shot at doing it with the 9 Pro side of things, but some tips and tricks with the Google Pixel 9 Pro here. With the screen protector, you will need to kind of re-register your thumb or fingerprint for the fingerprint sensor, because, again, having something over the top of it sometimes messes it up, so all you need to do is just re-register your fingerprint once you're done. Now the corners is where it's really important. Obviously you've got your corners up here along with the speaker at the top, and that's actually where I would start when it comes to the overall installation of the screen protector. So again, I'm just going to take everything off camera and get this installed, and we'll see exactly what we're left with. So here we go, screen protector installed. You may not really be able to see it on here because the installation side of things, while you've only got one shot at doing it, it's a pretty good install in regards to the actual fit of the screen protector on here. You can see just in the corners here, you can see there's a slight bump up as to where the screen protector actually is. So the overall fit of the screen protector is pretty good in general, but how does it play with maybe some cases and just in general the durability side of things? Well, first up we have the Taurus O stand case. Again, this will be linked in the description down below along with everything else in this video, not just the Rhinoshield side of things. So how does the case fit when it comes to the screen protector? Well, as you can see here, it fits pretty good. You've still got a very small lip around the outside of things here, so there's a little bit of breathing room if you don't get the screen protector perfectly installed first time. So in general with the Taurus O stand case, it does a pretty good job in general when it comes to the overall fit of the screen protector along with the case side of things. And of course, next up then we have the Rhinoshield solid suitcase, and again this is the one that we've already kind of had a look at the start of this video. It doesn't maybe play as well as it could do when it comes to screen protectors and the Rhinoshield cases, which again is a little bit unfortunate. Also, just putting it on here straight away, you can see here that we do have an air bubble in the top right hand corner, and that's after just putting the case on for kind of 3-5 seconds maybe. Now don't get me wrong, it could definitely be the fact that the screen protector isn't perfectly installed, completely aligned, but again without any sort of alignment tray or any sort of guide in regards to getting the screen protector protector installed and only having one go at doing it, I still think I've done a pretty good job with the insulation, getting it lined up and having pretty even edges all around the screen protector. So again, it's just up in this one corner here. It doesn't do it anywhere else on the actual screen itself, it's just in the one corner, so yeah, maybe it's an alignment thing. However, once you actually take the case off, the actual bubble itself can just be moved and squeegeed out. So if you just want to kind of push it out with your finger, for example, or even get a microfiber cloth, then yes, you can get rid of the bubble and it won't be a hindrance. But again, the second you put that case back on, you're going to get the bubble straight back there. So yeah, a little bit disappointing, and the fact that the screen protector also lifts up so easily as well maybe isn't the most amazing when it comes to the overall quality control side of things. But as you can see here, once it's all cleaned up, it looks super nice, and it also does a pretty good job at resisting those fingerprints as well with the coating that's actually got on the screen protector. So the last case that we're looking at is the super thin case here from Pataka, and again, this one doesn't really come up over the screen whatsoever, so maybe a little bit pointless. But in regards to the overall protection side of things, if you want a super slim case while still having a ton of protection, then this is a pretty good viable option, and again, it doesn't interfere with the screen protector whatsoever. It does also have a nice rounded edge on the screen protector as well, so if you are using it without a case whatsoever, or just in general you are having a slimmer case like this, then the good thing about it is you're not going to feel the screen protector on the edge there. There's no sort of lip or anything you can feel. So again, it feels kind of nice. It's just a little bit disappointing that it doesn't work with other Rhinoshield products. And again, the solid suit is pretty much the only case you can get for the Pixel 9 Pro from Rhinoshield. So yeah, not amazing. Which then leads me on to my final point, which is that I wish that case manufacturers cared more about other manufacturers, not just the iPhone. With Rhinoshield, for example, you've got a ton of different iPhone case designs, and also the actual case itself is built differently, and the screen protector, you've got a standard screen protector, a privacy one, a matte screen protector, whereas when it comes to the Pixel 9 Pro, which is still a very nice device, still at that $1,000 price tag, you've got one case option, two colors, yes, you can customize your own, and then one screen protector, no privacy, no matte option. It's just a little bit disappointing that they don't care about other devices as much as they do the iPhone. And yes, I know that the iPhone is probably the most popular phone out at the moment, and it brings in the most in terms of the overall revenue side of things, but hey, maybe if case manufacturers and case accessory makers put a little bit more effort into some of their cases for other manufacturers like Samsung, Google, or some of the other Chinese brands, for example, then maybe those phones would sell a little bit more and get better over time as well. But hey, that's my mini rant over, and in general, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, let me know by leaving a thumbs up down below. And if you've got any questions, comments, or want to know anything else about this Rhinoshield product, or you've got your own experience with using Rhinoshield cases or screen protectors, let me know in the comments section down below. If you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so. And of course, once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. I'm going to keep hunting for the perfect Pixel case, and I will catch you guys in the next video.